Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, DZMJ. We're here at DTI Board of Investment here in Makati, and I asked the Undersecretary of DTI, Dr. Rafaelita, about the plight of the agricultural sector through AI, and this is her answer.
Well, I'm not from the Department of Agriculture, but we really believe that through AI, as well as the other new technologies arising from the fourth industrial revolution, a lot really could be done in terms of improving the productivity and competitiveness of the agricultural sector. It's also one very good way by which the incomes of farmers could increase. And when, of course, they are aging all the more, we need to adopt these new technologies as they're not really intended to displace people or, to displace the workers and remove them from their current jobs. But the government sees these new technologies as ways by which we could utilize them as tools to improve our competitiveness. And at the same time, given that there are all these new technologies, we still, in particular, we have the very young people who could be attracted to move towards the agricultural sector, because now with the new technologies, you don't really have to use carabaos, or you don't really have to work in the field 8 or more hours a day. But through the new equipment embodying all these new technologies, and which could be operated and controlled via your computers, your tablets, your phones, I think that would really make the agricultural sector more sexy and attractive to our youth, and hence it should not be a problem, although a lot of our workers in the agricultural sector are aging, as you correctly pointed out, sir. And so at this point, I think the most important thing is to provide a lot of education, training, and make the agricultural workers aware of what these new technologies could do in terms of improving their productivity, and as well as providing more trainings so as to ensure that we have the necessary skills and competencies that would allow us to take advantage of these opportunities arising from the adoption of these new technologies. And in the government, we are also preparing for that. We have a new initiative. It's called the Philippine Skills Framework, wherein we, together with the private sector, together with industry groups and industry associations and other experts, we are identifying all the jobs and occupations in a particular sector, so we can do that as well across the different agricultural sectors. Because when we talk the agriculture, it's not only the vegetables or the crops, but we have fishing, we have forestry, and so on and so forth. So we're identifying all the jobs and occupations, predicting what would be needed by industries in the future, and doing that would also enable us to identify what the future skills and competencies that would be needed if a worker would like to move upward or to the left or to the right of the different occupations in a map that we are preparing through this initiative, the Skills Framework. And we are working together as soon as the framework is completed. We then turn to our TESDA, that's our TechVoc Institute, as well as with the Commission on Higher Education, because they could make use of this skills framework as inputs in terms of identifying where the gaps are, in terms of the training programs that are being offered by TESDA, for example. And in the case of our higher education, what new courses are needed in the future and which are still not currently being provided. So a lot of a lot of things are happening. It's really exciting that we are experiencing all these new technologies that would really help us in terms of improving our incomes, improving and upgrading, especially our industry. So this is true not only for the agricultural sector, but as well as for the manufacturing and the other sectors in services, for instance. So they could really help us a lot. And like what I mentioned already in the beginning, the estimates really are tremendous. The benefits amount to something like $92 billion by 2030. And so with this huge magnitude of economic benefits, we really need to take advantage of these new technologies and ensure that our people are ready, our workers are prepared, and that we'll be able to supply all the necessary workers for the future to be demanded by our industries. Thank you.
You heard Dr. Rafaelita, of the Department of Trade and Industry Undersecretary, on her answer to the plight of Philippine agriculture with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Abdul Malik bin Ismail for DZMJ Online, Pabulahan Journalism, your happiness channel.